Welcome back, duelists, to Old Format Yugioh. Today we are in match 4 of our top 8, which is the last match in top 8. Today we have Joshua333 down here in the red, aka Josh. He is playing in Tengu Plant. In his mind, hey, if I make top 4, I get some money, so why not play my best deck, which makes sense to me, honestly. Versus One Giant Leap, aka Brad, who also went 3-1, and he is on Worms. Let's see how this goes. We have an alleged Tier 1 versus a Tier 3 deck. Brad's going to open it D Prison, Gale, Worm King, Carderos, Road, and Worm Solid. Not a bad hand, honestly. He's going to set the Carderos, set the 2 back row, and like I said before, I wanted you to keep track of this if you've been watching this tournament. In the last match of round 4, I believe, that I posted, you'll notice that in both of Josh's games, he opened Trap Dust Shoot. This is now the 3rd game in a row he has opened Trap Dust Shoot. Let's keep a running counter of how many times it'll happen. Josh will be opening Trap Dust Shoot, as stated, Glow Bulb, Gores, MST, 1-for-1, and Book of Moon. Not a bad opening. You're going to have to play around the Gores a bit, but it'll do the job. It's going to end up saying 3. Opening with Trap Dust Shoot. Of note, Brad hates Trap Dust Shoot, but what are you going to do? I'll also top deck the Reborn, but he's going to hit the Worm King. Interesting choice, but makes sense. Carderos hits Zex. Zex send Yagan. Carderos beats over. Zex gets in. Okay. Overlay for Roach, and Josh is going to draw a tour guide. He's going to MST blindly, hit the road, not what you want to hit. He's going to tour guide for Sangan, Book of Moon, attack with tour guide. Ooh, it has to deprison the tour guide. I remember this play. It hurts. Sucks, honestly, they didn't put the Sangan in attack mode. I know Josh was saying that he regretted that. Well, that was one of his misplays, but they happen. Roach come down, flip up, search Yagan. Roach got flipped up, summon Yagan, Sangan will search Reaper. Oh, a little bit of a tongue twister there. And he's going to drop Gores on the Yagan, it looks like. Oh, he did the other way around. Yagan attacks, then Roach directly. Although Josh also has the Spirit Reaper, which is pretty scary here, because it's going to tear a card out of Brad's hand. Will he hit the Reborn? Let's find out. He hits the Reborn. Crazy. And Josh will also set a D Prison. Brad's going to go for Future Fusion, and I disagree with this in his deck building choice. I don't know. I haven't played Worms in a while, but typically you play them just as a stun deck. In my opinion, you just go Carderos, Zex, Yagan, 2 Worm Kings, a Gale, and maybe Birdman. Actually, with Birdman, you can make an interesting Gen X ally synchro that like no one has ever used in their life. But playing Worm Solid, playing Future Fusion, it's like, it's a way to try to go for Worm 0, and like you can thin your deck a lot, but like you don't really want to be doing that. And Worm 0 gets effects off of the unique names you send, so it's only going to get its 4th effect. So, it's just iffy. Who knows? He's going to set the Worm Solid. Ooh, Josh is going to activate Glow Bulb, summon Tengu, go for Scrap Dragon, and that's basically just game. I know Brad thought a lot about that Future Fusion plan, what to send, but like it was over. Brad's going to go first. He's going to open up Zex, Mirror Force, Nebula, Maxi, Warning, and Honest. This is probably the best thing you can open, being Nebula and Zex. Everything else is a bonus. So we're going to see the Zex combo, send Yagan special itself. Set 3. Oh, no, just set 2. Okay. Josh will open Dandy, Tour Guide, Trap Dust Shoot. That's 4 games in a row now. Take notes. Foolish Burial, D-Prison, and Leeching the Light. Of note, too, Josh, this is the second time he's going second, left Trap Dust Shoot in, and is going to get it off turn 1 or 3. He is believed in the Trap Dust Shoot. We're going to see Nebula. Oh yeah, that's a cool combo. Nebula also flips your opponent's face-down monsters, so it flips the Dandy, and then Yagan can only bounce face-up monsters. So that's quite nice. He's going to draw 2 off that, summon Worm King, and Josh will activate Dust Shoot. Looks like he hits the Max C. Yeah, he does. But now Brad also has another Worm King, a Yagan, and a Gozen match. That's pretty good. He's going to use Worm King's effect, which is like Scrap Dragon, pop the D Prison, get in for some damage, and I mean, Brad advantage-wise is way ahead this game. Gonna 1-for-1 pitch the Dandy. Oh, that Yagan should be banished because it was someone from Zex's effect. Summon Spore. We're gonna see a Gozen match come down. Dandy tokens are actually wind, so right now everything is legal on the board. Zex attack, Worm King attack. I mean, Josh being locked to wins, I don't think this is going well for him. I think he has to try to cheese a Leeching the Light out, but I don't know how you're gonna do that. Sets Reaper, pretty good card right now. Will Worm King pop it, though? Ooh, it will not. Okay. Why did it die? Oh, my apologies. He attacks into it, goes in match, kind of activates, but Oh, it would work because it can't be on the board because you already control wind, I believe. So it just goes right to grave. All right, game 3. Goes and match always has the most fun rulings, I swear. Oh, we have a lot of watchers here this time. All right, Josh should be going first. 5 games in a row. 5. Judgment, Dust Shoot, Leeching the Light, Glow Up Bulb, BLS, Lone Fire. I'd say it's a pretty decent hand. Holds Lone Fire, and turn 1 draw. Brad is going to get Dust Shooted. I'm going to hold off on viewing his hand until he dualities. I'm sure Brad was livid at this point. Okay. And Brad is going to end on Offering, which is like Icarus attack, but for reptiles. Worm King, Monster Reborn, Goes in Match, and Cardaros. These 2, very, very strong right now. Sets the Cardaros, sets the 2 traps, flip up Glow Up Bulb, flip up Lone Fire, and Judgment on the Goes in Match. Definitely needed right there. Lone Fire will get Spore, Armory Arm. I know even going through this, like later, Josh acknowledges that there were much better plays to do. I'm not going to go through them, but I'm pretty sure that there was much better plays to do. Scrap Dragon's going to pop his Leeching the Light on the Cardaros so he doesn't get the search. Attack directly. Going to Reborn Cardaros. Interesting. Why would he? Oh, I see. He's going to Reborn Cardaros for the Offering. However, can't Offering if it's because it has to target 2 cards your opponent controls. But he does have the D presence, so that'll do it. He's going to Dark Hole. Summon Yagan. Oh, you actually cannot do that. We should reverse that, right? Yeah, we do reverse it. Okay. He's just going to Summon Yagan and attack. Glow Up Bulb activates in the grave. Mills a Tengu, Leeching the Light. Gets over that. That's a funny way to get over it. Draws Max C. MST. Draws Mirror Force. MST is the Mirror Force. Summons Reaper. Ooh, that's a good one. What does he hit? Max C. Nice. Draws Cardaros. Summons Sangan. Synchro for a Black Rose. Oh, he thought you had to banish Glow Up Bulb. Black Rose, fine card. Go for BLS. Oh, he's not banishing. Interesting how he attacks. Oh, that is game. That's why he attacks. So, basically, Josh just played around like he didn't have anything for a back row, and I mean, it paid off. I know Brad wasn't too happy about this game because there were a couple misplays on both people's parts, but what are you going to do? Josh is going to proceed to our top 4, making our top 4 Roach, Mark, Rick, and Josh. You'll have to see who wins tomorrow. Have a good one, duelists.